Okay, now where are you from?
Brooklyn, but I grew up in Middletown, New York, 845, man. Shout out to y'all, Jxggy.
Now, when you say growing up there, you went back and forth, or
Yeah.
did you just born in Brooklyn and then live the rest of your life in Middleton?
In Middletown, yeah.
Middletown, sorry.
I was born in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? And I left around the age of like 9.
Okay.
And then I went upstate to Middletown, New York. And then, yeah, it was a whole different scene for me, you know what I'm saying? But after I left school and everything, after school was done, I went back down to Brooklyn like 18. So, you know, and then it started turning up and building the foundation.
How far is Middletown from Brooklyn?
Like an hour, like an hour and 45, hour and 30, depending on what you doing, depending on what you speeding. You know what I'm saying? It all depends.
Now, what was it like for you growing up in Brooklyn and Middletown? Paint the picture for us.
It's funny, man. Brooklyn, like I was actually, I was a good kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, yeah, I was in the streets a little bit, but I wasn't like selling dope or doing none of that stuff. But you know, I was getting into little fights here and there. But it was more like, you know, I was in like 2nd grade and stuff, and I was more getting picked on. I was in a uniformed school and stuff like that. I was more getting picked on and stuff like that. That's actually the funny part. So then, you know, when we moved upstate, you know, it was just the whole scene was just different. You know what I'm saying? And like I had to learn to adapt to that too, because you know, it was mostly a white school that I was going to. But shoot, I adapted. Everybody loved the kid, and whoever didn't, we ended up fighting. But that was upstate, and you know, everybody learned to be cool after that. But you know, you still got your haters though. Tell a hater my name.
What was the reason for the move?
Just for a better life, man. Like my mom just wanted a better life. You know what I'm saying? Like she just wanted a better life for her kids and everything like that. So, because Brooklyn, I honestly don't even know where I would have been if I stayed in Brooklyn, honestly. So.
Why'd you end up moving back?
Because
18 years old.
I built a big buzz upstate, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt there was nowhere else for me to go after that. And you know, it's so like, I built a lot of buzz up there as far as performing a lot of places and stuff. So I'm like, what else now? So I was like, you know, I actually didn't want to come back to Brooklyn, but I did it, and it's honestly one of the best things I did.
Now, would you consider your upbringing rough?
Definitely.
What was your roughest moment?
Me and my bro had to like live without a neighbor before, because like, and this is being upstate, but me and my bro had to live without neighbors before because our parents, you know, because we was in a situation, but our parents was leaving, well, we had to leave in a certain amount of time, so, you know, we had to live without neighbors for a while and stuff, and, you know, it was time where homie was homeless and all that, but, you know, I don't even like to shed too much light on that, but I just know that I came up out of that, but, yeah, and, you know, and this whole being cut thing, but, you know, 7, 8 years later, we still here, man.
Can you shed light on that whole cut thing right there?
Not like, basically, you know, I was at a party. You know, just to keep it short, I was at a party. I went to a party. The party was ending. You know, I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, for me, it wasn't no. Everybody be like, "Oh, was it a gang affiliation? Was it a? It had to be a reason. What do they do it? Blah blah." And I'm like, "Ain't no real reason. I don't know. I gave these dudes a pound 5 minutes before it happened, like not even knowing them, but I seen them around town because Middletown was a small area. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, what's up? You know, just giving everybody a dap, and I was just that person that night. But 200 stitches later, and we still here, baby.
What happened? They just cut you with a blade or something like that?
I don't know what they cut me with, man.
Really? You don't know what they cut you with?
I don't know. Nobody know. Probably their homies, but I still don't know. But honestly, I was getting jumped in the moment, so
okay.
So it could have been anything. So I was getting jumped. They could have cut me right in the middle of my face for all I knew. You know what I'm saying? So it just happened to be there, and not saying thank God it was there, but man, shoot, at least I'm still here, man. 200 stitches later, dog. You feel me? And they actually cut that. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's the muscle that you pick your head up with when you lay down. They actually cut that, so I needed help. I needed help. Someone had to pick me up out of bed. It's crazy.
So you're in the middle of being jumped. Do you feel that gash?
I don't feel nothing.
So you're just being jumped, and then I guess when the jumping's done, you're bleeding? Is that what happens?
Nah,
Do you go unconscious?
So when it was done, you know, because getting jump part didn't hurt, so after it was done, I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool, because they ran, because my older brother, you know, swinging a bat now, he getting crazy, so, you know, they dip it down the street, but, you know, I just see that from the floor, but I get up and I'm like, I'm good. So the person I was talking to before, like, this all, like, went down. It was a girl, actually, and she came and she was pushing them, like, what y'all doing, boom, 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 and then, like, you know, then she looked at my neck and was like, whoa, I'm like, what? So I didn't know anything until she told me, put my hand there, then I was panicking. So I started losing all my senses, ears.
Because you were panicking.
Eyes, and I was losing a whole lot of blood. It was, and it was waterfall. Not to be too graphic, but.
So do they call an ambulance? Does somebody take you to the hospital, or? Yeah,
the ambulance took 30 minutes to come though, because come to find out, like after, like I actually found this out like last year somehow. You know, they assumed I would be dead. So, you know, but yeah, they took mad long to come, man. And like, I just remember that shocking thing that they did to me in the ambulance. I remember feeling like, I don't know if, I guess it was the last one, but I felt it. But it was just like, you know, he awake, boom, boom, boom. I had that thing on my face. It was a crazy thing, though. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I even got in the ambulance. You know what I'm saying? So I don't remember that part.
So at some point, I guess you lose consciousness between the blood starting to gush out.
I guess that's what we're going to say.
And then by the time you woke up, they're electrocuting you back into shock.
Right. And I guess that's what we're going to say. I lost consciousness.
Okay, so now you got this gash. They do these 200 stitches. Well, are they staples or just like really like stitches?
They were dissolvable.
Oh,
so,
they're dissolvable.
Yeah, so I didn't have to go back, thank God.
Can you turn to the side of the head for a second? That is a crazy gash. Wow.
From the back of my neck.
Now, did you have to have therapy? You said they might have cut the muscle, so after they sew you up, is there therapy involved? Or?
Nah, I didn't have to go to therapy. I just had to, you know, they honestly said to keep it chill for a year. You know what I'm saying? Don't do too much moving, dancing. And, you know, I dance, man, so I be getting crazy. So I'm like, what? No dancing, you know? So I gotta really robot it now. Boom, boom. I gotta really robot it. You know what I'm saying? But even that hurt because I gotta use my muscle in my neck. So, you know, it was just all like, all right, man. But I had a performance like the next 2 months after that, and opening up for somebody at the Highline Ballroom in Manhattan. And I was like, man, like, I just took a bandana and wrapped that thing around my neck, and I said, we going, because I ain't gonna miss this, period.
Now, looking back at the whole situation, could that have been avoided, or it was unavoidable?
Could have been avoided if I didn't go to the party.
I see.
That's about it. You know, it's crazy though, because you know, moms always know best, man. My mom was, dad telling me like, yo, don't go. I don't want you to go. No, stay in the house. You go to parties every week. I'm like, chill, like school. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's crazy. So when she got that call, it was just like,
I told you so.
Man. So
not only did you have to go through the pain of the stitches and stuff, but then you got to live with that I told you so look or stare or.
Man, my mom, she came in the hospital. She didn't say nothing. She just looked at me and she just started busting out tears, man.
Now,
and I did too.
Could they say you have gotten killed because of how you got cut right there? And
they said 1 more inch deeper, I was dead.
Wow.
They said 1 more inch this way, I was dead. And they said 1 more inch deeper, I was dead. So
wow.
Both ways. So they said like really, like, you, I don't know what you did, but you held in there. For real.